The holidays can be a very joyous time for many, but sometimes it can cause issues. It can actually lead to depression and anxiety. So joining Christy over on the red couch to navigate some of those complex feelings, Dr. Dawn Potter, who's a psychologist from the Cleveland Clinic.
Okay,
Christy, Dawn?
Todd, thank you. Yeah, this is a very interesting topic. A lot of people deal with different levels of things. Whether Todd was talking about shopping, like shopping can be stressful, right? If you're not finding the right gift, Dr. Potter. Also, people dealing with loss. My mom died on Christmas Day, so that's always a thing that we have to deal with as a family. So, talk about holiday depression specifically. We know what depression is, but holiday depression.
Yeah, and so I think holiday depression can happen for a lot of different reasons. As you mentioned, there can be stress about finding the right gift, and there can be loneliness and grief can come up if we've lost folks during the holidays or we're far away from our families. So holiday depression, I think, sometimes comes from our expectations about what the holidays should be and our expectations of ourselves.
Yes, I think we all think it should be this, and it can be this joyous thing, but sometimes it's just too much, right, for some. So talk about some of the triggers that would affect somebody.
Yeah, and so I think for a lot of folks it can be what we see going on, like social media can be a trigger because we're seeing, you know, what people put out there is always the highlights reel of their lives, right? And so we're
right. Oh, please always remember that. Right.
Yeah, and so we're thinking that everybody else is having this joyous, warm, loving time, and we are the only one who's stressed out or lonely or feeling under pressure.
Yeah, and what are some of those signs of depression, like as we move on, like how do we deal with it? Some say talk to a therapist, that can help.
Absolutely, so if you see signs of depression like not feeling like getting out of bed in the morning, not feeling interested in things you would normally like, feeling sad, down, depressed, or hopeless, talking to a therapist can be helpful, talking to your doctor, or just trying to get out there, push yourself to get out there and be with friends and family, maybe push yourself to exercise even if you don't feel like it.
You're a psychologist with the Cleveland Clinic. What are some things that people are coming into you and expressing their concerns, especially during these holidays? Because it can be a long month for some.
It can definitely be a long month, so people worry about things like navigating family gatherings
And specifically talk about that, because we always say don't bring up politics. Like there's some, when extended family get together, it's a different type of atmosphere, right? Especially if you don't see them all year.
Absolutely, and I think what's important to remember is you're not going to change anybody's heart or mind over one dinner table conversation, and when we're in a group, we're performing. We're not going to be starting to have a real serious conversation where we're really going to be thinking deeply about issues. It's usually not going to be helpful.
Yeah, you talk about remembering loved ones. Are there specific ways that can be done in a kind of group gathering?
Absolutely, I think.
Instead of avoiding it altogether?
I think avoiding it is worse because the folks that are missing the person the most are feeling it acutely, and when it's not acknowledged, then they're feeling it alone. And so finding a way to remember that loved one through perhaps eating their favorite dish or saying something, positive memories about them, or doing something else symbolic that's meaningful for your family. It's much better to address it even if you don't know the right thing to say than to say nothing.
Right. What about setting boundaries?
Setting boundaries is key. You don't have to do everything, and it's important to save your energy for what's most important to you, and you don't have to make everybody happy.
Right. Yeah, that's very important, right? Or those who, Todd brought up gifts, those who are maybe stressed out about gifts, find a way maybe also to like everybody get gifts under a certain amount of money. You know, people are stressed out about money situations, right? Or buying the perfect gift.
Absolutely, yeah. And so one thing about boundaries is it's all about a conversation. So having a conversation with family about how much to spend and you know, setting a limit can be really relieving for a lot of people.
Yeah. What about charity work? I feel like people get involved in giving gifts can truly change your life.
Absolutely, and getting involved with charity can help remind you of how to stay connected to others, and you feel good when you feel like you're doing something good.
Right. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I mean, I would just say if holiday depression is really getting you down and it's hard for you to do what's important to you day to day, definitely talk to your doctor.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Potter. I appreciate it. So, all right. For more information and for more resources on how to deal with sadness and depression around the holidays, we have a link on our website, fox8.com. Thank you. Always good to see you.
Thank you.